you can see, it's an adjoining room. We've already inspected the room and it's fine. Although there does seem to be some housekeeping issues in the hallway. There's a whole bunch of trash in the hallway that never got, like bagged up trash that never got picked up. And the carpets in the hallway are very messy, like they need to be vacuumed, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Here's the bathroom. The building looks a little dated, but it's kind of like the decor has been updated maybe. This is probably 3 renovations ago of Hampton bathroom decor. One sink with a like quartz top. I do not see a hairdryer. Oh, there it is. It's in a bag. Towels, extra toilet paper, tissues, which I'm gonna move down here. Mirror, hello. The commode, I don't like the lid to be open like that, but the regular curved shower rod, regular standard tub and shower. Not the newest looking. And the adjoining room door, and then here is a closet. There is a safe, blanket probably for the sofa bed. There's a luggage rack, an ironing board. And the reason I say I'm tired is because it's very late at night. We've had 3 very late nights in a row. It took way, way longer to drive here from Washington, D.C. than we were expecting. It took us about 10 hours. I don't know why. Okay, there are 2 queen beds. And I just checked the beds, and they are brand spanking new mattresses, and the beds are spotless. Okay, and then there's this nice big, this is kind of a cool thing. Like you could set your luggage on or sit on. With it, this is actually just one big drawer. And then there's a big screen TV. There's a mini fridge. There's a microwave. There are 2 more drawers there. There is a desk with a desk chair. There's a little coffee maker and coffee. There's a bunch of hand wipes. Oh, and garbage. Oh, and it talks about, oh, it actually asks people to leave their garbage bags outside for collection. Okay, so that's why people are doing that. And they left us an extra garbage bag. Okay, that makes more sense. One thing we were not happy to see. This is how this chair was when we walked in here. Don't know if that's crumbs, sand. Not sure what that is. But otherwise, it's a nice chair. Air conditioning. And a very brand new looking sofa bed. And then there's a tray with ice bucket and a little coffee table here. And I would show you our view. Oh, it says don't leave the door open because there's midges. And leave the balcony light off and turn off the lights in the room. Okay. But the ocean is right out there, and I'm going to have to show you that in the morning. Good morning. So I just showed you the balcony and the view outside. And I'm gonna say this hotel costs basically $400 a night. That is on a Monday night and a Tuesday night in late June. It's very expensive. And I would definitely say this hotel is not worth $400 a night. If we had been talking about the Hilton that we stayed in Washington, D.C. last night, or the night before, I could see them charging $400 a night for that, but we didn't pay anything close to that. That hotel room at the Hilton in Washington, D.C., I paid $181, which was a great deal. It was an incredibly nice hotel room. The service was impeccable. The public areas were gorgeous. The location was fantastic. I got more than my money's worth at that hotel. Let's talk about this hotel. Okay. First of all, when we checked in last night, we got here very late. It was after 10 o'clock. It was a very long day yesterday. I have absolutely no idea why it took so long to drive from Washington, D.C. to Corolla, North Carolina, where we are right now. It took over twice as long as it was supposed to. And I don't know, that was just a combination of factors. We ran into very, very, very bad traffic, not near the city, but quite a ways south of Washington, D.C. on Interstate 95. We ended up getting off the interstate and trying to take country back roads. Got lost at one point, had to backtrack. We made some regular stops, stopped to get gas, stopped at a restaurant to use the bathroom. We stopped to get dinner, nothing major. I mean, it just was a lot farther than I was expecting. And I'm not sure that coming down here was a good choice now that we've done it, because I'm going to have to make that whole big drive all the way back too, which I am not happy about. Okay, we got here late after 10 o'clock at night. It was pitch black. Parked the car in the parking lot, and then I used the Hilton Honors app to check in. I checked in on the Hilton Honors app, no problem. But then we waited and waited and waited, and I did not get my digital key. And I've checked in on the Hilton Honors app a whole bunch of times. Last summer when we were going to Colorado on our big road trip, when the pandemic was worse than it is now, I checked in everywhere with the Hilton Honors app, and I'd have my digital key within like 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at most. We came inside, we sat in the lobby, like in the breakfast area, and Megan and I even went down the hall, used the public bathroom, came back, we sat some more. I think we waited 20, 30 minutes, and I still hadn't gotten my digital key. So then I had to wait because the woman at the front desk was talking to some guest for a very long time, and they just wouldn't stop talking. Finally, that guest left, and so I went up to the front desk, and the woman was, she was dressed very nice, and she was very nice, but I swear to God, she didn't know anything about Hilton. She had no idea what she was talking about. I told her, I said, I haven't received my digital key. And first thing she said was, do you have your Bluetooth on? And I'm like, yes, but why would that matter? Because I don't need to physically be in the hotel to get the digital key. You can get the digital key from anywhere. I just got an email now this morning telling me I can check in right now for my hotel 2 nights from now. So that didn't make any sense. I don't think she knew what she was talking about there. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. She grabbed my phone out of my hand, physically took my phone from my hand, which made me very uncomfortable. Don't touch my phone. Why would you grab someone's phone out of their hand? I mean, she reached around the plexiglass divider and grabbed my cell phone out of my hand. And I'm like, lady, that's not cool at any time, much less during the pandemic. And then she just sat there staring at it because she obviously had absolutely no idea what to do or what she was looking for. And she was like, where's your internet? And I'm like, what? Like, give me the phone. So I took my phone back and I said, I used the Hilton Honors app to check in. Sorry, the air conditioning just kicked on. And I've been waiting for half an hour and I have not gotten my digital key. And she goes, okay, let me try to send it to you again. I should also add, the hotel had already charged my card at this point. I'd gotten the email that they had, I'd gotten this big charge of almost $900 on my credit card for the 2 nights I'm staying here. I should also add that I did notice that the amount in my email confirmation for this hotel stay and the amount that they charged my card are off by like $7. So something's weird with that too. And I might have to check on that a little more. Okay. I never got the digital key. She ended up making me 2 regular key cards. And she was trying to tell me to go to some totally sketchy, weird website. And saying, go to this weird, and Ben was standing next to me. And he said later, it's like the lady was trying to give you a virus. And it just made no sense at all. And I'm like, why would I do that? And she's like, well, if you go to that website. And I'm like, no, I'll take these, thanks. And I just walked away. Just nothing about, it's like she didn't understand anything about the technology of the Hilton Honors app or how any of it worked. It was very strange. So at that point we had key cards though. So we came up, and like I said last night in the first part of the video, there's sand on the floor downstairs and in the elevator. Well, that makes sense. We're at the beach. I understand that. Okay, but the garbage in the hall, which I understand they're actually telling people to do that, tie up your garbage bags and put them in the hall and they'll be collected. Well, I don't know when they're collected, but when you're checking into a hotel at 10:30 at night and your first impression is just a hallway full of garbage bags, that's not a positive first impression. So that's not great. So I'm curious to see if they're gone now. And then we got to the room and just the things like the sand or whatever on the chair, and the room is fine. It's the only thing in here that I would say I really don't love is this ceiling is really weird. I'll show you in a little bit what the ceiling looks like. Ben was asking me if this is a popcorn ceiling, and I don't know if this qualifies as a popcorn ceiling or not. It's like got these weird lines. There's the ceiling fan. And then this one section here is like really weird.
I thought that was popcorn ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I don't know if there was a leak or something, but it's a very weird ceiling and it's kind of low. There is a ceiling fan in here, by the way. I personally actually do not like ceiling fans at all. I know some people love it when they get a ceiling fan, and I can understand at an oceanside hotel why you might want a ceiling fan, but we actually had a ceiling fan in a room at home, and I had them take it out and put it in just a regular ceiling light in its place. Okay, so Megan tried to sleep on the sofa bed last night. She was there for maybe 10 minutes. And I was in, Ben's in the bed in the middle, and I was in the bed over closest to the bathroom. And I could hear, like, this is not happening. She's not comfortable. And I called over to her because Ben was asleep. Megan, is it uncomfortable? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, come get in bed with me. So we did okay. Yeah, Meg? I think, like, right now you have all the covers. She kept trying to give me the covers back, but but somehow she ended up with all the covers, and I was cold because I kept trying to pull the covers back, and somehow she just kept ending up with all the covers. So, however, I have all the pillows. Again, we had this difficulty with, we really need 3 separate beds, and sofa beds were designed by someone who is a sadist. Because
sadist?
Yes, they're a torture device. They are not a bed. Nobody should ever be forced to sleep on a sofa bed. We're going to be folding this back up and turning it back into a couch so we have something nice to sit on. They're just, sofa beds are not beds. So if you're trying to stay in a hotel room, maybe you have somebody in your family that can sleep on a sofa bed, but kudos to them. But I have never been able to sleep comfortably on a sofa bed. I don't know anyone who has been able to sleep comfortably on a sofa bed. I remember we had a sofa bed in our room the night before I think there's been a couple times, Ben, you've slept on a sofa bed. But I think if you were completely honest, he's shrugging. I'm not going to make him sleep on it either. We're gonna fold it back up and use it as a sofa. Yeah, so sofa beds are a problem. Okay, the other thing about this room, that room, again, I keep going back to that Hilton we stayed at in Washington, D.C. That thing was a vault. You couldn't hear a peep from anywhere. That door was so solid. I mean, remember how heavy it was
It
and how...
almost killed me.
Yeah, it was a good, heavy, solid door that closed automatically.
Like 5 times.
It was like a fire door on a ship. That thing was so solid. And that hotel must have been so soundproofed. You couldn't hear anything. You could hear nothing in that room. That room was awesome. You can hear everything in this room. I can hear people walking above me. I can't hear people on either side. But maybe there is no one on either side. But oh my gosh, can I hear hallway noise. And when I'm in the bathroom, I can hear people in another bathroom.
I think we're like directly facing the hallway. Like
Yeah, we are. We're right at like the end of a T.
Yeah.
And so, and this morning, door. Did you guys hear that? Slam, 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 slam. Can hear people walking in the hallway. Can hear people talking in the hallway. Okay, and now, going out on the balcony, after I got over the blast of oppressive humidity, oh my gosh, North Carolina, how do you stand it? I thought humidity was bad where we live, and it is sometimes, but this is, I don't even know, I don't even know what this is. Okay.
Like Florida?
It's worse. It's probably because there's a storm coming and rain coming, but it's cloudy out now right now. Okay, we're only on the 2nd floor, and I don't know how many. Did you guys notice in the elevator how many floors this hotel has?
Like 4.
There might be 4. I do wish we were a little higher. I can't see over the hedges and this.
You can still see the water.
I can see the water, but I can't see the waves. And that's what I was paying for. I want to see the ocean. And it may be, it's the dunes right here, where that's true in a lot of places on the Atlantic coast, but it might just be that you have to get up over the dunes before you can see it. But I do wonder if we were on a higher floor, which Hilton, it's on my account. I always want a higher floor. This isn't high. 2 is not high. If I'm in a 4 or 5 story hotel, high means 4 or 5. So again, with the check-in, I would have liked to be higher so we had a better view. Because I mean, I'm basically just right above the bike path back here or whatever. And we're gonna have to go out and actually see what the access is. It looks like there was some bikes down there that you can rent or borrow. And there's 2 stairways.
They better have gears because...
Yeah. Stairways or boardwalks over the dunes here. There's one over there and one over there, and I'm not sure which one belongs to this hotel. Or maybe they both do. Yeah, overall, I'm just gonna say I do not think this is worth $400 a night. I mean, I'm glad we're right on the beach. I did switch from, I was originally booked at the Days Inn in Kill Devil Hills, which was also right on the beach, and we had a suite there, but our room was not facing the beach, and it was only full beds. And I couldn't find anywhere in the description if the couch in that room, it had a sofa, but if that was a sofa bed or not. Not that that would have mattered, because we've determined I'm never making anyone sleep on a sofa bed again. But we could not do full beds. We would not have had enough room. We have enough trouble with the 2 queens. The first night, Ben and I shared one of the queens at the Spring Hill Suites in Baltimore, and we did fine because we were just so dang tired. And the second night was no problem again because those were 2 kings, which I've never seen before. That was really nice. I mean, I guess if we're going to have to share a bed, it'd be really nice if they could be 2 kings like that, but it's pretty unusual for hotel rooms to be big enough for there to be 2 kings in there. I mean, if you had that in this room, you'd have to get rid of the sofa because you wouldn't have enough. So that is my review of the hotel so far. I don't know that we're going to be able to take advantage of breakfast or anything. I'm currently just trying to get us out of here so we can go do something outside, get down to the beach, maybe see one lighthouse, because it's supposed to start raining at noon. And what is it, like 10 right now?
10:04.
Yeah, it's 10:04. It's supposed to start raining at noon and rain the entire rest of the day, which basically completely defeats the purpose of coming here to the Outer Banks and getting to do stuff outside. So that's a bummer. So I want to at least get outside and get down to the beach and maybe see the one closest lighthouse that's just north of us a little bit.
15 minutes away.
Yeah, 15 minutes away, that we can get those 2 things in before lunch, before it starts raining. Thank you for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.